Hi, and welcome back to my channel. Today we will be making barbecue. Right here I have a pork shoulder butt, which is also known as a Boston butt. And here I have my rub, which I will be rubbing on before I prepare it. I know a lot of you like barbecue. I know I do, and my family does. So this pork shoulder butt is going to be turned into pulled pork. So let's get started. Okay, so first, how I prepare my shoulder butt is I brine it for about 5 hours. This is a pot filled with water and salt. And right now I'm just going to place my shoulder butt inside the water. And I will store it in the refrigerator for about 5 hours. So we'll see you back in 5 hours. Just a little small public service announcement or PSA when you're handling raw meat. So please make sure that you wash your hands thoroughly before and after you have handled the meat before you move on to another preparation. So my pork shoulder has been brining for the past 5 hours. So now we're going to get ready to use my rub, which is my seasoning. And inside this rub we have sugar, brown sugar, paprika, and a little bit of salt. My pork shoulder has been brining for the past 5 hours. What you want to do, you want to turn your shoulder up until you see the fatty part. And what you want to do, you want to remove all that fat, because you don't want a pulled pork with a lot of fat in it. So we're going to remove the fat like so before I start my rubbing process. Wow. Ooh, this one had a lot of fat on it, y'all. And there you have it. So I've washed my hands. So now I'm getting ready for the rub. With the rub, you want to be free with the rub. Don't hold back. So you're going to place the rub on like so, and going to rub it in, hence the term rub. Get into all the nooks and crannies. You can get it all in there. That seasoning. Make it good once it's done. And my rub here is just basically just for this particular meal here. So I'm gonna, be sticking my hands in and out. But if you have a rub that you use for a lot of your dishes, then you want to do the double dipping thing. But here today I can double dip. It's okay because it's just for this pork shoulder. And we're gonna flip it over. Still can see some of the fat, but hey, fat never hurt no one, right? Okay, now that I am finished with my rub, I'm going to wash my hands, and I'll be back because now we are ready to cook. My hands are clean, and we get ready to go over to the crock pot so that we can prepare our meal. Actually, if you're planning this meal during the work week, then you can actually place this in a crock pot before you leave to go to work, and when you get home at 5 o'clock, you got some pulled pork. So here I have just your standard crock pot, nothing fancy. And since it's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon the day before we're going to be eating this meal, I'm just going to place my crock pot on low, and I'm going to place my pork shoulder in. You don't need any water because it's going to create its own juices. So place it in your crock pot. Make sure your crock pot is on low, place the top on it, and leave it. And leave it cooking for about 8 to 10 hours on low. So we have our pork shoulder here that's been cooking for about 10 hours on low. And now we're getting ready to pull it apart, hence the pulled pork, and we'll be back. So now that your pork shoulder has been cooking in your crock pot on low for about 10 hours, as you can see, the meat is actually falling off the bone. So what you're going to do, you're just going to cut up the meat like so. I cut up the rest of my meat and then I'll be back with you. Now I'm going to go ahead and make me a pulled pork sandwich, like so. Nothing like a good old pulled pork sandwich with a side of coleslaw. And there you have it, barbecue pulled pork. Let's see how it tastes. Delicious. Thanks for watching this week's video. Don't forget to comment below on what you would like for me to make next. Also remember to subscribe, to like. Thank you again. This is Lady PC. Come and cook with me. Thank you.